It was good. What's good, people? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Hey, I want to just talk about the Super Bowl real quick, man. Give my quick reaction to the Super Bowl. See if this was the greatest Super Bowl ever, or was it trash? How are we ranking the Super Bowl? Is we ranking it between Michael Jackson level, or are we going? I don't know what a worst Super Bowl was. Again, I think Shaka Khan might have did a halftime show. So I wanted to get y'all's take on what was the greatest Super Bowl ever, and how are we gonna rank this Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar? All right, but let's do it like this, man, because there was a lot of things that y'all missed in the Super Bowl, and again, I want to get y'all take on it. But let's go and let me go and share some of this stuff, man. Hold on one second. Let's share some of this stuff, cause all right, all right. Let me see. We're gonna allow Rolling Stone. All right. So what I want to do is, man, as y'all can see, and again, if y'all join me, because y'all watch it too. Let me know what y'all saw. But before we even get into the Easter eggs we might have missed from Kendrick's performance, um, my first take on it was as I watch it. If y'all see my last video, I was telling myself that Kendrick would not perform not like us. I felt the beat will come on, he's gonna reference to it, and he's gonna turn away. That was always my take, that Kendrick would not perform it. Due to the litigation, the NFL won't let him do it. Apple Music won't let him do it. I felt we would not hear it, but we'll hear the horns come on, and he was gonna cut to something else. So as when he started, he said, as it kicked off and that song's about to come on, he had said, "Man, I would perform your favorite song, but I might get sued." So I'm like, "All right, he doing exactly what I thought he was gonna do." Um, and with that being said, I thought he was gonna perform it, but he ended up performing in it, and I was like, "Okay, okay." As it said at the end, this game over, man. My take on it is that Kendrick has such a vendetta out for Drake, or he's making such a bag off of Drake, that he had to perform it. He had to perform it right when it came on with the PlayStation, the X, the square, the circle. I knew right then that we was in for something. I said, okay, this is got the video game set up, and at the end when it says, I think it said loading to up to 100%, I think, or I couldn't tell what it said, but at the end it said game over. I said, oh man, this Drake. I don't know what he's doing out there. I know he's on tour somewhere, but man, that's a done deal. That's a done deal. Serena coming out crazy. Uh, Samuel Jackson. As I'm watching it, I'm like, man, because mind you, already the Eagles is already up. I was going for the Eagles, but the Eagles already up. So I'm just like, all right, let's watch this halftime show. I'm having a good time with my uh, instead of Crown and Coke, I was on Douce and Coke. So I was feeling good. I was feeling good. So Kendrick come on, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Now one thing I will say, and let me know if y'all agree. I will say that and let me go back to my comments because I gotta be able to see what it is. Yeah, you were half right. Yeah, I was half right. Let me know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Lil Wayne would have put on a better show? I'm just curious for all the Wayne fans out there. I know it was in New Orleans. Uh, I know New Orleans just kind of are coming together. A lot of New Orleans people, Massive P was in the streets. Everybody was out there. Do you think Lil Wayne would have had a better show than what Kendrick put on? I'm just curious, y'all thoughts on that. I'm just curious. Would Lil Wayne have even moved around like Kendrick did, or would it have been one stage where he's on a conveyor belt going left and right and not having to walk? I'm just curious because we have an older Lil Wayne, and I've seen his shows, and he don't be moving around like he used to. He does not. He stands still like Jay-Z. So I'm just curious of what y'all would have thought y'all would have got. But let's go, man. Let's get right into the Easter eggs. It says Easter eggs you might have missed from Kendrick Lamar's performance, Super Bowl performance. So we're about to watch this. We're about to look at this together, man. First and foremost, you see him on the Black Grand National. You see him on the Black Grand National. That's dope. That's dope. All right, what it say? It says, let me I'm gonna pop off this. We're gonna just give it, yeah. We're gonna I wanted to give it its full I wanted to give it its full shine, but all right, let's see what it say. It said Kendrick Lamar got the world talking with his attention grabbing Super Bowl halftime on Sunday night as the Pulitzer winning hip hop legend took center stage in New Orleans, Caesar Superdome, which I didn't know was Caesar Superdome now, man. Caesar's buying everything. everyone wondered what he might do. They wondered if he's going to perform Not Like Us. That was the main question. Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Boom. The main question was whether he performed Not Like Us or not. No one knew. They kept it tight. They kept it under wraps. No one knew that. I know they had to practice with everybody. No one knew, and he just won Grammys last week, and he just wanted everybody to watch. So the what's that word? Ubiquitous. Man, I ain't gonna try to say it. Chart topping diss track aimed at his rap rival Drake. Lots of fans thought Lamar would steer away from the drama, especially since Drake's Not Like Us is now embroiled in some pretty serious legal issues. Drake filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group, accusing them of defamation for allowing the song to be published. Damn, not published. Particularly because Kendrick Lamar calls him a pedo, uh, PP, in the track. Lamar shocked everyone by not only mentioning the lawsuit, but also singing the song's most controversial lyrics in one of the biggest stages of America. Yeah, so that was very surprising for him to. I thought he was just gonna play the beat and move on, but for him to not only play the beat, uh, he went so far as to get the lyrics and get to say Drake. I hear you like I'm young. I'm like, God dang, man. And I didn't think they would even let him get to the A minor part, and they let him get to the A minor. The whole crowd sung it, and I'm like, oh man, this is all right, nail in the coffin, nail in the coffin. All right, Lamar shocked everyone by not only mentioning the lawsuit, but also singing the song's most controversial lyrics in one of the biggest states in America, blah, blah, blah. However, that was just one part of the performance. Lamar packed the whole halftime show with all-star cameos, political undertones, and choreography, choreographed moves that not everyone watching picked up on. Here are some of the Easter eggs from the performance explained. All right, let's go. All right, so you see Serena, who doesn't look as pale face as she used to. She looks more black in this one. Knees look very tennis ready, uh, very tennis ready. So, and mind you, Serena also did did the sea walk when she won at Wimbledon too. So, FYI, this ain't her first time doing the sea walk, so y'all don't get so surprised about that. Let's see, Serena's cameo. Ahead of Kendrick Lamar said people were hungry to know about how much more salt would he pour on Drake's wounds, as well as who would be joining him on the field. The answer to both were unexpected when the camera panned to Serena Williams crip walking during Not Like Us. The layers of the appearance were endless, but the most damning is that Williams was rumored to date Drake years ago. Yes, they were rumored to date years ago. He's referenced on her songs like "Worst Behavior" and once called her husband Alexis Ohanian a groupie. Dang, he did that. Dang, I don't know. I didn't know Drake did that. Williams gets a defensive shout out from the fellow Compton native Lamar on "Not Like Us" when he rapped, "Better not speak on Serena." Okay, I didn't even hear that. I didn't hear that. But outside the beef, Williams' cameo was full circle moment. Back in 2012, she was criticized for doing the same dance after she beat Maria Sharapova at Wimbledon. She joked about it after the Super Bowl. Man, I did not crip walk like that at Wimbledon. She said, "Oh, I would have been fine." Yeah, yeah. See, there you go. So it happened. All right. Also the flag formation, which again, this is the dancers, but divided states of America for the rap star's performance of Humble. Lamar took the stage and surrounded by 60 dancers dressed in red, white, and blue, lined up looking like the American flag. Lamar rapped the damn lyrics, standing in the middle of the flag, cut in two opposing halves. For many viewers, the Humble section of the performance and the dancing formation symbolized the state of the Americas today, following the election of President Trump, who was in the audience Sunday night. Yeah, President Trump was there. He didn't even know what was about to happen. So, and when Kendrick hopped up and said, "You got you picked the right time, but the wrong one," I don't think he's talking about himself. I think he was talking about Trump. So, just FYI, let me come back and love Lil Wayne, but no, the halftime show was how it was supposed to be. Okay, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. All right, let's see. Samuel Jackson's Uncle Sam. Before Lamar kicked off his set, the first person we saw. Let me scroll down. The first person we saw was none other than Samuel Jackson. The legendary actor was dressed as Uncle Sam in a Star Spangled suit. He welcomed the audience to the Great American Game, uh, and served as an MC, helping move the set along. He calls the set too loud, too reckless, too ghetto at one point, showing contentious relationship between Lamar and Uncle Sam as a figure of an American idolism. Uncle Sam is also keeping score as the show goes on, deducting one life when Lamar joined his homeboys on stage. Yeah, I felt that was a dig at Drake, saying that when Samuel Jackson came back and said, "Hey, man, you can't get your homeboys involved. That's a cheat code. That's a cultural cheat code." I thought it was aiming at Drake, like Drake having black friends. and saying that's how you got into the culture by having and showcasing your black friends. So again, that's what I took from it. Let me know what y'all thought. We'll talk further. But all right, the Buick GNX, the grand. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Anyway, Lamar opened his halftime show by stepping into a 1987 Buick GNX, a motor from his 2024 album named after the muscle car. The vehicle symbolizes both the classic roots of Lamar's rap style and a subtle homage to his father, who drove the same vehicle when Lamar was born in 1987. My pops put me on rap, he said of Buick Regals back in 2012. When I was born, I came home from the hospital in '87 Buick Regal while my pops was bumping Big Daddy Kane. That's real. All right, Kendrick's A Chain, which I didn't catch the A Chain until later, that it was a small A. But Kendrick performed during the gleaming A Chain that caught viewers' attention. Many perceived it as a subtle reference to the A minor, which I did, chant in the Not Like Us. Scathing diss track that accused Drake of being a certified P-Woo. Um, Others speculate that the A is an alternate logo for his company PG Lang. I didn't know that. Who was who knows what the significance behind the chain is, but we all know it was intentional. Drake, as intentional Kendrick is, he wasn't just wearing it just because he likes the shape of the lowercase a. Yeah, now he's wearing that as a. He was wearing it for A minor. Let's not even get that twisted. He was wearing it for A minor, and of course, Mustard come out, which again, everyone screams Mustard. I love it. I'm glad Mustard was out. He was wearing the yellow jacket. But anyway, at the end of Kendrick said he brought out Mustard, the LA-based producer who produced Not Like Us, as well as TV Off and Hey Now on Kendrick's GNX album. Mustard said he made the Not Like Us beat in 30 minutes and sent it to Kendrick and a pack of other beats. That half hour of work got him an iconic song and a platform on the world's biggest concert. That's crazy. Yeah, Mustard came up, man. Mustard really came up in this situation. Let me come back. Let me come back to it. Uh, let's see. Let me get back to it. Okay. Oh, dang, I lost connection to the camera, but well, y'all don't need the camera. Y'all don't need the camera. Let's just put up another picture. Boom, boom. Let's go back to this. All right. So with that being said, I feel like yeah, it was just crazy. People were saying that there was a casket somewhere in the performance. I missed it. I didn't see the casket. I know that everyone was still on the XO, the square, and the circle. I did see the Palestinian guy. I think it was from. I think he had a flag for Palestine. I think where he was waving a flag. I seen him get tackled. They took too long to tackle him. I don't know what was going on. For Trump to be in the building, but then to be able to get that off as a guy just jumping around, I'm like, man, this dude could have ran after Trump. I guess I don't know, but they took way too long to get to him. Um, I did notice the people separated with the red, white, and blue when they were wearing it. Another guy who I was at a little watch party event, he said that turn the camera back on. He said that he felt that the girls with the black and red were red on one side, black on one side. He felt that they were wearing that hairstyle strictly for Nicki Minaj. That's what he felt. He felt like the hairstyle was strictly for Nicki Minaj, and that's Drake's, whoop de whoop. So therefore, that was a slug at Drake. Is what he got to me. What else did we see? Yeah, Uncle Sam with Samuel Jackson. That was cold. At the very end, game over. For Kendrick to walk off to saying turn your TV off, look at the camera and be looking at the camera and saying point and turn your TV off. I said that's cold, and boom, cut it, fade to black. Um, when he was walking in the circle, hitting the say Drake, I hear you like him young. I'm like, oh man, that's right when he looked at the camera. I said, man, that's just man, it's orchestrated well. For SZA to come out, mind you, SZA and Drake have a song together. They were running it up with Sexy Red, and then now SZA is going to be actually going on tour with Kendrick Lamar after SZA and Drake was about to run the summer, I guess. And yeah, now he's taking our tour, so I feel like that was another dig. Now a lot of people are saying, why didn't he bring out Lil Wayne? Why didn't he bring out Master P? Why didn't he bring out No Limit? Anybody from Cash Money? Why didn't Kendrick say, "Let me give this not make it so Compton based"? Why did he not just say, "Let me take it over here and put it, give New Orleans their shine"? Even at the beginning where they did the Star Spangled Banner, they used trumpets and I guess one of the locals from New Orleans to do the Star Spangled Banner. I felt that was dope. So I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, they could have technically you know, they could have technically gave them a look as far as someone from New Orleans. So I hate that Kendrick didn't do that. Um, and I'll say this, man. I did like the performance, man. I felt it was choreographed. It was exactly the way I thought it was going to be. Seeing Kendrick's performance from last year, I'm sorry, in 2023 in San Diego or California, wherever it was, when he performed in Cali with Snoop and them. I seen the potential of what this new Super Bowl would be, and he basically did some of the same thing. Bunch of dancers, him doing some light moves and going from there. So for this one, didn't hear all the rapid rap stuff. There was one part when I watched it twice, 2 times and a half. The second time I watched it, I ain't gonna lie. There was a part where I felt if I was in the stadium, this would it would have felt boring because he was just rapping. That part where he was with his partners and they're all in white under the street lamp, and they're on the street lamp dancing, and I guess they're spinning or beatboxing. I felt that part. If I was in the crowd, that was boring. You could hear it like the crowd was quiet. And then, of course, prepping to not like us and saying, Drake's gonna sue, and then actually doing the not like us and going. Not saying he ain't gonna go through the whole 6 minute song, but still going through about 3 minutes of that song. I'm like, man, that's the moment where you're like, all right, he's making a statement that was specifically for Drake. So I'm curious. Do y'all think Drake could come back from this? What do y'all think Drake needs to do? I said a long time ago, Drake needs to go ahead and admit that Kendrick won, start making some R&B music, call it a day, stop being so tough, stop posting on Instagram these subliminals like this stuff ain't getting to you, like people aren't in your DM checking on you. Just say, hey man, Kendrick, you got it. Hey man, boom, bow your hat to him, because don't let a man trick you out your position, and that seemed like what Kendrick did. He just tricked you out of your own position, bro. You were number one. When I'm in the car listening to radio, man, shout out K104, shout out 97.9. When I'm in the car listening to radio, all I hear now is Kendrick back to back. Him and SZA, his own music, not like us, him and Future. I'm like, what happened to Drake's music? Like, what happened to Drake running what happened to him running the show? So don't let nobody trick you out your position, Drake. Uh, let Kendrick have it, say you got it, and then bro, go on to make an R&B album, bro. Put it out. I see February 14th, Drake has something coming out with some money signs. He better go find a hole to hide in. Yeah, he might need to go find a hole to hide in, Michelle. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm watching Drake on Instagram and everything he's posting is like it's like he don't see what's going on. Like, bro, you better address this stuff because you were quick to address it when it was happening. So, man, don't let that light skin. Don't be too light skinned. Don't be too light skinned. Anyway, with that being said, I wanted y'all's take, man. Was this the greatest halftime show ever? Do y'all feel like it could be topped? Was Kendrick on top? Uh, Let me know what y'all think, man. What do y'all rate this out of 1 out of 10? What do you rate this Super Bowl performance? Do you give it a 10? Is it on the level of Michael Jackson? Because that's my favorite still, Michael Jackson. And even that I don't think was a 10. I mean, he could have did some different songs, but the moment of it was a 10. If any of y'all want to go watch a great Super Bowl moment, go back to Michael Jackson in 1996, I think that was, or 94, whenever it was. Go watch that. So anyway, with that being said, I just want to get y'all take on it. Okay, Michelle said it's a 10. All right. I mean, again, I think this was a great performance. I think he did damn well um, for him to rap and be running around and have no. Even when the dude got on with the flag and was Palestine, whatever. We didn't see him. We had to hear about it afterwards. They didn't put it on camera, so I feel like they did great. Samuel Jackson did great. I don't know who's coming in the next Super Bowl. I know they'll announce it later in the summer, but man, this one right here was a great one. But next Super Bowl is going to be Super Bowl 60. So that's going to be a big Super Bowl. Hopefully, someone kills it. I don't know. I think they might go back to doing it with white people because they didn't let Jay-Z do too many black people. Alicia Keys, Usher, all these. They're like, hey, we got to get back to some rock bands or something. So I think the NFL might go back to doing rock bands, if not Taylor Swift. But technically, Lil Wayne should get the next one, or even Drake. Give Drake the next one. Let's see what Drake do, man. So that's my take, man. Those are the Easter eggs that y'all saw. I'm sure there was more in there. If y'all seen anything else, any other symbolisms, maybe some on the wheel of the car or something, let me know, man. Y'all put in the comment section. Let me know what other Easter eggs we missed. But again, let's jump in the comment section. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about how great this was or how boo boo it was. I want to hear y'all take, and I'll jump in and have a conversation with y'all. As I get out of here, man, make sure you do the thing, man. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We're about to turn up all 2025. Got a lot of new great content coming. So y'all tune in. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all then. Say Drake.